beautiful angels. Welcome back to my channel. I am Brielle if you're new here. And thanks for tuning into another video with me. I really appreciate it. Today I want to talk about my top 10 wishlist plants. I asked you guys over on Instagram what you wanted to see in some of my videos, and you guys gave me a lot of good ideas for future videos, and thank you for that. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to be making a lot of those videos, so thank you for all the suggestions. They will be coming out very soon. Let's get started with my top 10 wishlist plants. I'm going to start with 1 through 10, and the first on the list is a Philodendron Melanocrysm. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you have known for a while now that I am obsessed with this plant, and I'm hoping that one day I can finally get my hands on one. I don't know, I just feel like if I were a plant, that would be me. A Philodendron Melanocrysm. They are absolutely beautiful. They kind of are like a bigger version of a Philodendron micans, which I have, and I don't want to say favorite plant, but favorite plant. I just love the velvety textures, and the colors are so dreamy. I love the dark green and the copper tones in it. It's definitely my type of plant, and so I am hoping I can find a way to get my hands on one. The day I bring one into my home, I will probably shed multiple tears. Second on my list is a Monstera Albovaragata. So this is another plant that I have just dreamed of having, and it's so beautiful with the white and green mix of colors. It is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, it's a bit up there on the price range, unfortunately, but I'm hoping one day maybe get a gift for myself, or I don't know, but I'm hoping I can get my hands on one of those also. It has been like the top plant of 2020. Everyone has a Monstera Albovaragata. Everyone has one. So as of right now, I get to watch through other people and just dream of the day that I finally have one. I know that it is coming up in the plant community, and it is becoming a very popular plant. The Monstera Esqueleto is beautiful. If you have a Monstera Adansonii, think that, but 20 times bigger. They get huge, and I don't know if I necessarily have the space for this one, but I will make room in my home for this one. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I just can't believe how big these leaves get. They get huge. But yes, that is another one that is up there in the price range, so that one's gonna have to wait for a while, unfortunately. But I went into a plant nursery not too long ago, and I saw this little baby one sitting on the counter, and it was $800. I don't know about you, but I definitely can't spend $800 on a plant. So I love plants. I adore plants. They are a staple in my life, but I'm not the type that can spend $800 on a baby plant at that. So I'm hoping as the popularity of this plant goes down, so do the prices. I'm just going to be real. Number 4 on my list is the Philodendron Pink Princess. I know at the beginning of, what was it, 2020? I want to say that was a really big popular plant. Again, that's all you would see on Instagram is everyone's Philodendron Pink Princess. And I haven't looked at recent prices on this one. I would assume the prices went down a little bit because it's not as sought after as like the Monstera Albo and the Philodendron Melanocrysm right now. I could be wrong, the prices might still be the same, but I haven't looked into it recently. But another plant I would love to have in my home. I love the pink variegation in the leaves. I have heard that it can be a bit finicky, like it's a bit finicky in, I don't know if it's humidity, but I've also heard that it is a really fairly easy plant to take care of because it's in the philodendron family. So yeah, that's another plant that I would absolutely love to have in my home. I would figure out the care requirements like I have with all my plants. Yeah, I would take the risk and try to figure out how to take care of this plant. But even if I was given a little cutting of any of these plants, I would be so grateful. I'm a patient person. I can wait for it to get bigger. Number 5 on the list is Philodendron White Wizard. This one is actually a new wish list plant of mine. I was strolling through Pinterest, I believe, and I just came across this plant, and it's the white leaves that are so striking to me, and I think it would look beautiful like just in a mix of my green plants, and then the white just kind of popping out. That contrast is beautiful. So yeah, I'm a big fan of it. It's fairly new on my wish list compared to the Philodendron Melanocrysm. I've wanted that for a while now, but I would still absolutely adore this plant. It is so beautiful. So yeah, anyone who has that one. Number 6 on my wish list is the Stephanie Anova. This one, I can't even think of the words. It is so unique. I love the structure of the overall plant. I love the color of this plant. It is just otherworldly to me. Stephanie Anova, if you have that plant, you're a lucky person because it is absolutely beautiful. Number 7 on my list is the Philodendron Florida Ghost. This one I have had on my wish list for quite some time. Once again, prices on plants are kind of up there, and especially in San Francisco, I think the prices are very expensive for these plants. That's just my personal opinion. I know it takes a lot of work to get it to grow and take care of it, you know, all that love and labor that you put into it. So of course you want to get compensated accordingly. I completely understand that. That's just my personal preference. I can't afford those plants. So hopefully that's another plant that I hope in the future I can get my hands on. Number 8 on my list is the Monstera Sonyivaragata. This one is also very beautiful, and it also has the white variegation in the leaves, and so of course I'm gonna want this plant. I love white variegation. It is just such a beautiful natural thing in these plants, and it's so striking to me. This one I don't think is up there in price, but I haven't really looked into it recently. I'm hoping pretty soon I can get some new plant babies in my collection. As you guys may know, that I moved recently, so I'm still trying to get my life together a bit. But yeah, pretty soon I want to do a whole plant haul and get some new plants in my home. So that's the goal. Hopefully I can get my hands on some of these plants. That would be amazing. Number 9 on my list is a Khaleesia Weapons. This one is probably the only one that I would feel like I have to hover over it and watch it all the time, only because I did have a, I'm blanking on the name. So many plant names in here, they can't all possibly stick. It was a type of ivy weapons. If I remember, I'll put it down here. But that didn't go so well. I'm used to more of a hardy type plant, or, you know, it doesn't have to be like snake plant hardy, but I'm not very good with ones that need to stay consistently moist. I feel like my calatheas are already a lot for me. So I feel like in the repens family, it tends to get their foliage is just so thin, and they like moist soil. Once it dries out, the leaves also dry out, and then you get a lot of leaf drop, and it's just a mess. So this one would be a challenge for me. Like I said, I am all for challenging myself and learning new things. But yeah, this one would probably worry me a bit. It's another plant that I'm willing to take on that challenge. And last but not least, number 10 on my list is a jewel orchid. These I think are so beautiful. And quick little story that I'm a little upset with myself with is that I did come across one at one of the plant nurseries that I go to a while back. It was probably the beginning of last year, and they had a jewel orchid there, and it was decently priced. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I didn't get it. I have no idea. Maybe I saw, I don't know, maybe there was another plant that I just was more attracted to at that time, but I passed up on it, and they haven't carried any since. So that is a huge bummer. I do check every now and then till this day to see if they restocked on any, and no luck. So that, yeah, that was a huge miss. Hopefully I can come across another one. That's all I can hope for. But these also aren't priced very high. I think I checked on Etsy a couple of months back, and it didn't seem like the price was too high on these. So I'm thinking maybe just order one online and yeah, get my hands on one of those. The jewel orchid, I don't think it's very hard to take care of, especially if you already have previous experience being a plant parent. I think you can quickly get the hang of what its needs are, what it doesn't like. You know, I think it's doable. So yeah, I'm hoping, I really hope I can find one. There's so many different beautiful varieties of these guys, and I think it's a really unique addition to add to your plant collection. That is number 10. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this wish list plant video. There is a lot of interesting plants on my list. I do have a way to go with those, especially because half of the plants on my list are kind of pricey. So hopefully, yeah, maybe one day I will have all of them and it will be awesome. That's all I can hope for. Let me know down in the comments if my wish list is similar to your wish list, or let me know if you have these plants and how you feel about having them in your collection. That would be awesome. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for future videos from me, and I will see you guys next time.